Alright, hey, what is up YouTube? Kyo here coming at you with a brand new YouTube video. And in this YouTube video, we are going to be looking at a game between myself and, in the top right corner, Desrow. And this is going to be on the latest Legacy of the Void patch as of when I'm posting this. And I think today's like April 6th or something like that. So just give you guys an idea of where we are in the closed beta of Legacy of the Void. And I just wanted to bring you guys this quick game to show you some of the cool stuff that's going on in PvP right now. How different it is from Heart of the Swarm PvP, and the real reason I wanted to bring this game to you guys is to kind of show you guys a precursor to the next replay I'll be showing you guys, and basically it's going to be a lead up to that, so get you guys all pumped up for coming replays and YouTube content that we're going to be doing on here. I know a couple of you guys have been watching me stream live on Twitch TV. We've been getting pretty good viewership lately. Last night we had quite a few people watching, and so that's also getting pretty exciting, and I really appreciate all the support you guys are giving me. But onto the cool stuff, we're going to be looking at how different Legacy of the Void is from Heart of the Swarm. Of course, we're still going for the double gas openers, both of us. That's pretty common in Heart of the Swarm. Keep in mind, though, obviously, that we start out with 12 workers, so you definitely get to your unit production and tech paths a little bit quicker, and you start making choices in the game a bit faster. Still see that I'm doing the 2 guys on gas until a certain point, and then we add 3 on there, and that's just to get a certain amount of mineral income before, you know, switching over to gas, and Desrow's doing the same thing up here. You see we're playing on a pretty large map here, so the travel distance between bases is pretty long, and just waiting on our cybernetics cores to finish. That's really when PvP starts to pick up, when people start picking their tech paths and showing what they're going to do. You see Desrow here is going for a quick mothership core, and that's pretty standard Stalker mothership core opener in Heart of the Swarm right now. But on the other side of things, I'm actually going for an Adept and a Stargate immediately, and skipping a Mothership core altogether. See, I'm adding another pylon, it's our 3rd pylon, and getting ready to actually take a natural base, and this is at 2 minutes and 25 seconds into the game, so things pick up a lot quicker, and we see Desrow adding on a Twilight Council, getting his Stalker out. And there's been a few things that I've noticed about the Stalker opener. Some people have been going the Stalker Mothership Core opener still. And it's actually quite good if you send the Mothership Core straight to your opponent's base. And the reason for this is if they do something like open Adept, like I have. You see him running across the map here. The Mothership Core can just kind of wreck your probes, and there's not much you can do. Adepts only hit ground units. So you can see the Adept's 2-shot workers here. But this is a pretty big map, so I'm not too worried about that. I scouted him. I knew if he was going to send his Mothership Core across the map, it would be a pretty big investment and risk for him. Some people still do that kind of stuff, but, you know, it's just risk and reward kind of a thing. See my probe getting taken out there, and we have these Adepts out on the map, and we also have an Oracle already out, and the point of the Adepts here is to, instead of making a Stalker like Desrow has, is to keep the other Protoss player in their base for a certain amount of time. And the reason you want to do that is if they use the little shade ability they have here, you can see them teleporting around, and you don't have your Stalkers in your base, then you can do a lot of damage with the Adepts really quickly. See our Oracle coming in here, doing some awesome damage. We scout his blink research being done. Have our Adepts out on the map, running past these guys, and like I said, so you just want your Adepts out on the map to kind of keep these Stalkers from pressuring us back here. We do have our natural base up and are just now adding our other gateways. Since we know he's going blink, adding on a Stargate, and Desrow choosing to go for 4-gate blink, so this is a pretty heavy 1-base push. But Desrow actually has kind of neglected his defense here, and the most important thing here is to really just see if he has a natural expansion or not. Have our Oracle flying in here, and actually the Oracle picked off his probe, which was going to be laying down some proxy pylons. Have our Void Ray still as good as they ever were versus armored units. Depth back here just being annoying, keeping this many Stalkers in his base. You can see 6 Stalkers back in his base rather than out here on the map allows me to have a lot more time to build up my army. And we almost have the second void right now, up to 30 to 22 workers. So Desrow is actually falling quite behind in economy right now. Have our Oracle out on the map still. We see his units in the minimap moving across the map. Coming in here with our Stasis Ward, and this is where things start to get really fun. Stasis Ward is an ability that I am absolutely loving in Legacy of the Void. It makes things unable to move for 30 seconds in the old game time for Heart of the Swarm, but 21 seconds in Legacy of the Void time, which is now, as you guys know, actual time. So 5:41 in the game is actually 5 minutes and 41 seconds. Moving up here, almost have our third Void Ray, and we're getting to robotics. And Desrow is only just now starting to push across the map. He's got his Blink Stalkers ready. We have a Mothership for almost 2 full charges of Photon Overcharge. Don't really want to be fighting Void Rays with just Stalkers here, so he's backing up a little bit. Gonna wait till he gets another round of units here. Again, he has to keep units back here. And the really cool thing about this game here is this Stasis Ward right here. This is why I love this unit so much, and this ability is because it allows you to not only be aggressive, you can throw Stasis Wards down in people's base, stop them from mining, but you can also use it as offensive and defensive like strategy and unit management, like dictating where people can and can't move their army. So you can do things like fly around, put a Stasis Ward outside their natural base. By the time they get unstasised and move across the map, you can have another one back at your base defending you. And there's no way this few Stalkers is going to be able to deal with this many Void Rays. And we can see that I almost have full mineral saturation on my natural. We're moving up to another gateway. Our tech path is a lot more developed. And Desrow was actually pretty interested in this. He really liked the build I was doing. He checked the replay, added me on Real ID, and was like, hey, this is pretty cool. Thanks for showing me this. And this is really kind of the thing I wanted to get you guys hyped up for. There's a lot of new uses for units and abilities in Legacy of the Void. I hope I was showing that in the Heart of the Swarm Alpha play we were showing you before. But in the next video replay we're going to be going over, we're going to be showing how Stasis Ward can be even more effective with air units, and how it can affect PvP even more diversely in all these different ways and allow you to do a bunch of really cool stuff. With that said, I definitely still think there's a lot of things to go over for you guys. I'm definitely going to be making a video on Ravagers, Cyclones, current state of Protoss, and a couple things that I think might still need to change in PvP. But other than that, I think the game's heading in a really good direction. And if you want to see live gameplay while I'm testing out these new builds and all this other awesome stuff, feel free to check out my Twitch channel. It'll definitely be in the description below. And thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.